G'day, how you going everybody? This is our Daily Horizon View. The date today is the 2nd of the 5th, 2019. And as usual, this is our top fives and we're looking at the ASX exchange traded funds. Our spotlight today is ITW, which is iShares MSCI Taiwan ETF. Let's have a quick look at the overview of the market. We had quite a down day today, so 0.56% down, closed at 64.30. The only bright lights, I suppose, were healthcare and consumer staples. We had gold and silver down or flat. West Texas Intermediate crude was up marginally. The rest were mixed. Top 5 percentage rises: UBU, ITW, BEAR, DJRE, and ZUSD. So UBU is the UBS IQ MSCI USA Ethical ETF, and that aims to replicate the performance of the MSCI USA X Tobacco and X Controversial Weapons Index. So we saw a percentage gain today of 2.57%, which equated to 77 cents on a volume of 193 shares traded, so very low volume. Top 5 percentage falls. Looking at ETPMPD, ETPMPT, CURE, MNRS, and ETPMAG. We had a fall of 3.26%, which equated to $1.08 on very low volume of 46 shares traded today. Just for those who don't know, ETPMPD is the ETF's physical palladium ETF, and that one's backed by physical palladium that's held in the bank, HSBC Bank in the USA. Top $5 rises: we had UBU, ITW, CETF, IHCB, IHHY. As mentioned before, UBU was up $1.77 on a low volume of 198 shares today. Top $5 falls: we had ETPMPD, IHVV, ITPMPT, IVV, and SPY. So we kind of run over this one already. So quite a large fall today of $6.08, and then pretty crappy looking volume, 46 shares traded. So nothing to see here. Move along. Top 5 number of trades. Let's have a look at this one. So we had NDQ, VAS, VGAD, STW, and VAP. NDQ, for those who have forgotten or don't know, is the BetaShares NASDAQ 100 ETF. Index includes 100 of the largest US and international non-financial companies listed on the NASDAQ. So if you're looking for exposure to the top international tech companies, that's one to have a look at. We had a total number of 663 trades, so popular today. So a few people looking at moving into US stocks. Top 5 for volume, we had, no surprises there, NDQ, USD, Coupon, IOZ, and AAA. So probably what's that? Double the volume of USD. Yeah, just a few people moving in or out of American stocks there, looking at the tech sort of side. So top 5 for value, we've had NDQ, BTS, AAA, VAS, and STW. So no surprises here. Today was not a great day for volume. Everything was down, so you saw a few people, what I reckon anyway, is people trying to get out of that Nasdaq tech ETF. But having said that, it's pretty low value of the trades. $6.7 million. So really nothing overly exciting there anyway. Let's crack on into our spotlight today, and that is ITW, and that's iShares MSCI Taiwan ETF. So the fund seeks to track the investment results of an index composed of Taiwanese equities. The index is the MSCI Taiwan 2550 index. So that has the capacity to include large, mid-cap and small-cap companies. So if you invest in this one, you would get exposure to large and mid-sized companies in Taiwan, even some small caps as mentioned before. Targeted access to approximately 85% of the Taiwanese stock market, so the top 85% they can trade in. Used to express a single country view. So if you've got some kind of a thematic you're trying to trade, and Taiwan's part of that, this might be something to include in your portfolio of ETFs. We had a net asset value of 52.11, currently trading just above net asset value of 52.81, management cost of 0.6%. There was paying an annual dividend, which was typically paid in January, but looks like it's been suspended since last year, so there was no dividend currently. ITW is structured as a local listing that cross-invests in the US listed ETF, which reduces some of the associated tax costs, and it also holds some other couple of other little holdings in some money market tools to hedge risk, US dollars and Australian dollar sort of denominated stuff. You look at this ETF, and I don't think there's a real need to actually hold this. This is one of those, in my opinion, pointless thematic ETFs, so just designed to take people's money. I reckon there's actually some broader and cheaper Asia-focused ETFs that you'll be able to get a much better, much more broader exposure to the actual upside from Asia. Yeah, and I actually look at that because it's a cross-listed investment. I don't really understand why the management fee is so high. They should be much lower because all they're doing is buying an ETF effectively of an ETF. So I don't see why the management fee is so high. Doesn't make sense to me. But I'd have a look at, as an alternative to this one, VAE, Asia or UBP. Yeah, like as I said, I just don't think that the value is really there for this one. So you can have a look at the holdings, and that's pretty much why I say there's no value in this. All this is a cross-holding of EWT, which is the iShares MSCI Taiwan Cap ETF. To me, it's a bit of a nothing ETF. It's just an ETF for the sake of an ETF, and then it holds some US cash and Australia cash. Performance, I suppose, hasn't been too bad, but you've got to take into account that this is actually cross-listing now, so you probably actually want to have a bit more of a closer look at the performance from the change in the structure of the ETF. It's October last year, so I'd just be a bit wary of this thing in general. So general information only. This is not a recommendation to buy anything. We always need to do our own research and take our own circumstances into account and get further financial advice as and where required. This is an educational video and it's designed to empower you with knowledge and build your confidence to understand what's happening in the markets. And, I'll give you ideas, but like I say, it's really about ideas and giving you a starting point. So we're here to crack your financial sky. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave any comments as you will. Greatly appreciated. Ciao.